an health insurance plan, and I was a member of that plan.
Right. So instead of hiring an American worker, you bring across your wife who doesn't speak English and then has a miscarriage. All right. So then you did have the child in 2011, right?
Yes.
And how long after you had the child did your marriage break up?
About 2 years. It started fraying on the edges, and then it was 2014 August, which is about 3 years and 3 months after our child was born, that she filed for divorce.
And why did she file for divorce in particular?
Well, I mean, divorce, it's very, I don't think that there's a single reason when person files for divorce. So was the case in our marriage. So, but the main reason why the relationship started fraying, and we had started having arguments around after our child was 2 years old, is because I and our child were very, very attached to each other, and we had a very, very strong bonding. We were always hanging out together. And my ex-wife just could not digest that
Wait, your ex-wife didn't like the fact that you and your child had a strong bond?
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know. You tell me. I mean, see.
I can't tell you, man. I wasn't married to the woman.
Okay. I mean, so I'm sorry about that. My question was because I largely have my own experience as a basis of what I.
Okay, so you don't know. You don't know why your marriage split up. You don't know why you weren't getting along. Okay, I get it. Now.
No, actually, I can. Yeah, I can.
Well, hang on.
So he cut me off here, and I don't know why I did that. So I was halting, I was stuttering a little bit, but what I wanted to say is that because he speaks with a lot more people, and he has opinions, and he has his views on marriages and divorce, and how the fathers are basically decimated in US and in pretty much all of the Western world. So he will have a better idea than I have, because I have just started thinking about this when it hit me, which was about 3 years ago, 3.5 years ago. So, but and when I started to explain, then he cut me off, so he doesn't want to listen to that.
So your wife was able to stay because your child is an American citizen.
And also he inserted that, so you don't know why your marriage broke. Now, I did not say that I don't know why my marriage broke. I said it's a complicated thing. And there's never a single reason. That's what I said. But he is now interpreting what I'm saying in a way which is very, very different from what I'm trying to say. And a little later we'll see why he's doing that.
Born in America, not quite an anchor baby, but along those lines. Is that right? So if she didn't have a child and you got a divorce, wouldn't she have to go back to India?
Okay, it's a little bit more complicated than that. So
I had a feeling it might be.
Yeah. So we came back together in 2009, around August of 2009. We came back together after a separation of about 1 year. And at that time, yes, I was still on work permit, and she wanted the child.
Sorry, Sanjay, I'm just curious. So if you bring your wife over and you separate, doesn't she have to go back?
I'm not sure, but I would think that might be the case.
I'm not an immigration expert. I don't know. So I didn't really know at that time. It's possible that would be the case.
Yes.
So So, are you supposed to inform the immigration department that your wife and you are separated, and then she would have to go back, or did you just not tell the immigration department?
Well, we were separated, but and I had actually I had filed for divorce, but then we never or I never followed it up. I never went back to the court to ask for the judgment of divorce. So it was we were separated, but we were not legally divorced. So in that case, I'm not sure if
well, one phone call could have sorted that out, but I guess you didn't make that phone call, you didn't find out. So then she's facing going back to India, and then she gets back together with you, has the child, which allows her to stay in America, and then she divorces you, right?
Yes.
Do you think any of those things might be related?
Of course, they're related. So, as we see many times that women take advantage of men and they want to have a child, the man who's stable and who has income or wealth, and then once they have got the hook with which to extract the benefits or other things which they want to extract, then it's all over. And increasingly, as you have mentioned so many times, that men are becoming very, very dispensable. So, yes, of course.
So then she divorced you, or she separated from you. She doesn't have to leave because she's the mother to, I guess, a U.S. citizen, which is your child. And then she goes to, she goes to live at the women's shelter, is that right?
No. So I think there are two event sets. One is the event in 2008-2009.
He's not even listening. So I just mentioned to him that the child was born in 2011, and we were separated for about an year in 2008-2009 period. So he's just going off, and it's very surprising that his retention is so shaky.
Dependent on the child, right?
Not in 2014. Not in 2014, because in 2012 I got my green card through my employer.
But what does that have to do with your wife's immigration status?
Because when I applied for my green card, I also applied for her green card.
Oh, so she got a green card too?
She got a green card too.
All right. Okay, got it. Okay, so then what's going on with the child custody battle?
Child custody battle, again, it's complicated, it's a long story. So when the divorce was finalized in May of 2015, a couple of months before that, actually January 2015, the court had adjudicated that the custody is going to be 50% each parent. And that was the case until January of 2016. So in January 2016, I went to the police station to report harassment.
To report harassment?
Yeah, exactly, because
harassment started. What kind of harassment?
The harassment is covert harassment.
Oh, hang on. Sorry, Sanjay. I thought you meant from your ex-wife. So we'll get to the covert harassment in just a second here, but I just want to make sure I understand. So there's been this child custody battle going on.
Yeah.
Is she still an administrative assistant?
She's a project coordinator.
Oh, okay. So how is she paying for the very expensive lawyers that can be involved in family custody battles?
When we divorced, as part of the settlement agreement, I paid her about $75,000 in cash, and I also transferred to her retirement assets to the amount of about $50,000 in her name.
So has she been using your money to pay lawyers to try and take your child away from you?
Well, she has been using that money, of course, but also because, although the custody battle has been going on for the past 3 years, it's not as if we are going to the court every month. So there have been periods when I have not been able to go to the court.
So I mean, you've been also tying up the American legal system.
Not so much, but yes.
I mean, custody battles are long and involved, and so that's just less court time available for Americans. I just, want everyone to understand the joys of H-1B visas and immigration and migration and so on. All right. And what's the status of that child custody battle at the moment?
At the moment, I have no custody whatsoever.
Zero?
Zero, yeah.
Why?
And I am paying, I have been granted 12 hours of visitation.
Sorry, I can't understand. I'm sorry. It's just a little bit of the accident. Of the accident that you have. The accident is so familiar to me. I expect to be accidentally hung up on from texting. You said that you have zero custody, right?
Zero custody. I have 0% physical custody, 0% legal.
And I thought that my accent was not that bad.
Custody. And I have 12 hours of supervised visitation every week.
So 12 hours supervised. And so the government is paying for the supervision too, right?
No, that I'm paying.
Oh, you're paying for the supervision. Okay, got it.
Yes.
But how are you paying for these things if you're not working?
Yeah, I mean, I'm draining my retirement accounts. My retirement accounts are pretty much exhausted. I'm on the last legs of any of my financial resources. I'm in debt. So I have credit card debts and I love my child so much that even if I have to pay $500 to see her for a few hours, I have been doing that.
Right.
For the last
Why did
year or so.
Why did you lose any custody?
Yeah, so that's So as I said, the court had granted 50% physical and.
I'm sorry, can you just say that again?
So in January 2015, the court had granted half custody.
So I mentioned here that I love my child very much and I'm willing to go to any extent, even financial destruction, in order to see my child just for a few hours. And Stefan just passed that by, and that is highly unusual. So whenever he speaks with other people on the call-in show, he is very, very ebullient and very outspoken about how important it is for children to have fathers, and how wonderful it is to be a father, and how amazing it is to raise a child. But here he just passed that by and he never comes back to it. As if it doesn't even matter that a parent is being denied access to a child, and the child is being denied a parent, a father, with whom the child has a wonderful relationship. And I was pretty much the primary caregiver of my child until she was about 4.5 or 5 years.
50% custody to each of the parents.
Right.
But my ex-wife was never happy with that. She was always exhorting me that, oh no, you are not dropping her off to her preschool in time, you're not picking her up in time. So you should see her only on the weekends, and I should have 5 days. But I, of course, refused because.
Was she right about that?